going to say this right up front. If y'all ever watched old Western movies when the wagon wheel would go backwards, the camera wasn't fast enough for the wheel to go forward. Looked like it's going backward. If you look at those old movies, I think Audie Murphy started it. Every time you say, get your hands up, they went. Every Western movie you ever saw, they don't do that. They do this. This is exactly what I want you to do, okay? I want you to look at where these positions are. Top of your swing, guys, your arm is in an L. It's not in a V. You guys are really strong with your right hand, and you just cannot do anything but pull back with that right hand. You're going to get this thing in a V, your right arm. If you do, you are dead. You cannot get this back. I promise you. You won't do that. So here's a good drill for you. We're going to do this before we count here. I want you to start off with your left hand, and I want you to put your right hand just like that. Just like you were carrying a pizza tray. Okay? And I want you to stand here, and I want you to swing back and put your club in that arm. Now that doesn't look very difficult, but some of you guys will have a problem doing that. Okay? Just like that. Swing that club straight across your toes, straight up, set in that hand. Now if you're real tight, if you're guys that are real strong and you can't turn very high, you're going to be right along in here. That's fine, I don't care. Right? This is ideal. Right here. Straight back, straight up in your hand. Because it's going to be the same on the other side, guys. You're going to be just like this when you finish. Okay? Same thing on both sides. It'll look like this. One and, oh, there it is. It's an L. One and roll. There it is. It's an L. If you don't think you see that on the PGA Tour, go look at Luke Donald. Just put Luke Donald in, push images, and see how many you see like this. All of them. Okay? Straight across your toes. To the outside of your foot. One. Hands flat. Thumbs are going straight up into your ear. And you're in the L. Hands are in line with your pocket. Roll. Back to the L. One and roll. Right here. Get your hands next to your pocket. Skip it off the ground. One and roll. One and roll. L. This is where you're going to be, guys. I promise you. If there's any question, you are in your ears. Right here. In your ears. Set your hands on the club and just take, don't need this. In your ear, back flat, in your ear. This is not difficult. Okay? In your ear, back flat, in your ear. What's your body going to do down here? Well, when you skipped a rock, you didn't think about that, so don't think about it here. You're standing flat, turn back all in one piece, take your hands up to your ear, you're in an L. Come back flat, back in your ear, back to an L, you're doing this.
What if we've all been thinking?
All right, guys, we're going to finish this up now. We got to the one position, now we're going to do and roll, okay? And this is going to tie into that pole drill. You're wondering why the heck if I'm doing that pole drill? Well, you're doing it for more than that position. So we got the one, straight back, dog wags tail. Tail didn't wag the dog. Straight back, one. I want you to say one right there, okay? When you come to the top with the end position, when it cocks, that's end. I want you to be completed. One position is completed when you say it. And position is completed when you say it. roll position is completed when you say it. You don't want to go 1. Now watch this. 1 and roll. I want it to be completed. That's your pole drill. You say your body's not doing that. If I don't move my hips, if I don't move my weight, at roll it looks like this. 1 and roll. That's exactly what, that's the reason we're doing the pole drill. It's fixing to come in here, folks. 1 and roll. Now just start here to roll and work. I want you to be here and there. Here and there. Pole drill. Go to the 1. Stop. And roll. And roll. And roll. Fix it. Come together.
Get your hands up. You are going to create an L on both sides of your body. Every action has an equal and opposite reaction. Whatever you create on your right side, you will mirror this shape on your left. In your ear, back flat, in your ear.
This is what you've been waiting for. Impact. How all this comes together. First off, I'm going to give you the myth of still pictures. Y'all see these still pictures in magazines all the time. Sergio is probably one of the best ones. Right here. You see it all the time, and they say, that is a delayed release. Transferring your weight over there, I don't want to go into this very much because when you skipped a rock, you moved your hips and nobody told you how, so I'm not going to tell you how either. Your body naturally does this, I'm not going to tell you how, okay? But you can get over there very, very quickly, quicker than what you naturally do. If you'll take the heel and just throw it over, this turns real fast. And some of you guys, your hands are so fast, you've got to do this for your body to transfer as fast as your hands are going. Does this make sense? Okay? If I stood up here at the hand position, go 1 and don't do anything but transfer my weight, look how far those hands drop down. I haven't done anything. If you wait that far before you start releasing that club, you better be quick-wristed, I'm telling you. If you think you can take that club from right there, drive that sucker down to right there, and then snap that in the next foot, and have that head be traveling 4, don't think for a second that's what they're doing. Murphy's Law, you can't argue with it. What goes up must come down, and if every action there is an equal and opposite reaction, you ain't going to find anybody who can argue with this. I don't care who they are teaching golf, they ain't not arguing with this. If that club cocks all the way up, it cocks all the way down. Period. I don't care who you are. It looks like this. 1 and roll. And I'm right back where I was. This is what you're trying to do. If that club faces square when it hits that, you're going to hit a golf ball dead square in the back. All right, golfers, like I said before, this little buddy right here is your friend. If you can do this over and over and over in your living room, I promise you, you can do it all day long on a golf course. The hardest thing about golf, once you understand this philosophy and can get in these positions, the hardest thing about golf is doing the same cotton picking thing over and 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 over the rest of your life. This is just like free throws. Boom, 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 shoot. Let me have another one. Boom, 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 shoot. Same thing over and over and over. It's not going to change. This is the only cotton picking sport that we play that the ball doesn't move. Go over this with me. Right in the center of your chest. Set your hands down. Sit here. Count this with me, folks. 1 and roll. And put your foot back down, and you ought to be right where you started. 1 and roll. Put your foot down, and you ought to be right where you started. A couple of years ago, I was around 12 of the finest teachers I ever saw in my life that you don't have any idea who are. First time I was ever around teachers, teaching teachers how to teach. Sitting there trying to learn this philosophy. What do you think? Well, you transfer it over here, and then you transfer it over there. Folks, there isn't much else to this, and you can sure pick up a rock and do that without any problem. And this is so much mirroring it, you just won't believe. Don't think. Tell your body to do something different. Straight back, 1 and roll. Cock it up, turn it back, roll. Put your foot back down, you're right where you were. This is not difficult. Do this with one hand. 1 and roll. Get your hands next to your money. You're in line with it right here at the top of your swing. Leave it next to your money. 1 and roll. 1.25 seconds or above. If you can do it at 1.25 seconds above, you're going to be happier than a pig in slop. I promise you. 1 and roll. It'll repeat like this all day long with 1 and roll. Don't try and make this difficult, people. I've given you everything to program you and deprogram you for what you've been doing. Just take a little time, a little practice. It's worth it in the long run. 1 and roll. You count it, I'll do it. And slow, isn't it? When you get through this and you want to go faster, think you had to hit it harder. The idea is, how slow can you go? And how fast can you release it? Put your foot back down. There's where the power is, there's the bottom. My grandfather used to tell me, you don't hit it with a backswing. The faster you go back, you won't let it set. By the time you get up here, you're already moving. Don't do that. 1 and roll, and don't think of another thing. 1 and roll.
How this all comes together. Your club face must be square at impact. You do not hit a golf ball with a backswing. You must allow the club time to set. How slow can you swing?